Hello, Nostalgic Ape here. If you want a calculated video about a Jak IV concept I've come up with, then stick around. This concept takes place about 20 years after the Precursor trilogy, and sees Jak up against an opponent who matches his abilities and power in many ways. This concept is meant to be an explosive two-parter finale love letter for the Jak and Daxter franchise. The underlying themes of these games are morality, life, death, as well as legacy. The reason I made this a two-parter concept is because I think us Jak and Daxter fans have been waiting a very long time for a new game. This two-parter can act as a funeral, stick with me here, for the series, an ability to accept and let go. The series has been great, and this finale will act as a bittersweet final showdown before it's all over, answering the last lingering questions as well as providing a definitive ending. The working titles I've created for these games are Jak IV Part 1, The Secrets of Ma, and Jak IV Part 2, The Ma Legacy. The story begins in Sandover Village, during the moment where Jak, Daxter, Samos, and Kira open the rift gate outside Samos's hut. This isn't the exact same moment we see in the opening of Jak 2, rather, this is the same event completed at a later iteration of the time loop. The village itself quickly turns dark, utilizing the PS5's SSD to quickly transform a level into another version. Look at some of the Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart levels, where the player could smack a crystal and the whole level would instantly transform into an alternative version. The metalheads are rapidly terraforming the village, a deep purple sky which is rapidly moving fast as the days are passing whilst the two games connect. And this is just a little canonical addition I've created. A set canonical effect of the warp gate will be set, such as every time two times connect, the destination speeds up about maybe 4 times or 16 times as much from the standard time until the gate is closed. So the time ends up being about 50 to 100 years later than the time Jak left in Jak 2. The metalheads begin to invade Sandro Village, as a mysterious figure warps into the village through the rift gate. The player is given control of this mysterious figure. As the mysterious figure states, I must find Golan Maya. So close. The player is directed to Samos's warp gate. However, they discovered the metalheads have broken it, so the mysterious figure states they'll have to go to the old-fashioned route. The player journeys through the linear path to Golan Maya's citadel from the Precursor Legacy, whilst the metalheads begin terraforming it. The figure arrives at Golan Maya's citadel and opens the eco silo we saw at the end of Precursor Legacy. The mysterious figure unmasks themselves to reveal they are an aged Jak. Jak informs Golan Maya he will let them live if they murder Jak in another timeline. Meanwhile, the current timeline shortly after the ending of Jak X, Jak and Daxter are attempting to locate Rain to enact revenge for Crew's ruse, seen at the end of Jak X. This introduces the player to Jak and Daxter's playstyle. Once the prologue is over, they say, alright, let's go back home. Then an introduction sequence plays, which details the past events from the original trilogy, and the 20 years we miss pass in the introduction sequence. This 20 years kind of symbolizes the time we've been waiting for a sequel. It depicts Lost Frontier 2, but in a better way with some of the plot holes wrapped up. This sequence shows that Jak and Daxter rebuilt Haven City with the help of the Precursors, saved many from eco shortage, as well as helping the Precursors defeat the Metalheads and Dark Makers on other worlds. Then the title card is shown, Jak IV, Part 1, Secrets of Mum. The original gang are at their naughty answer. They are investigating a rumor that Golan Maya are alive and freed from the eco silo, which is located deep within the catacombs. They investigate this rumor, which introduces the player to modern Haven City, which is much less of a slum than the original city we saw in Jak 2 and 3, with many refurbishments and sustainability improvements. Even Colored Eco is more stable than ever before, thanks to Kira, who is now the Colored Eco Sage. They investigate the catacombs, which remain, but outside the newly Haven City built walls. They also are located underground, as they were in Jak 3 and 2. However, the idea is now that they're being slowly transformed into an underground railway system, such as the Precursor transport system we saw in Jak 3, but this will be for public use. This project is far from complete, however. Jak, Kira, and Daxter rediscover Golan Maya's dead bodies, and are reassured the rumors are indeed false. They have found these bodies before when they found the eco silos, and they were rebuilding the city. They walk away from the situation, please. The camera then pans toward Golan Maya's dead bodies, fading away. Samos then warns Jak that he cannot see what happens next, hinting that either there are no further time loops, or that he won't live much longer. Jak then goes on completing a few tasks for the Precursors. Along the way, Jak and Daxter then begin to notice some anomalies. They notice creatures appearing where they shouldn't. They inform the precursors of their finds and decide to visit the Tomb of Ma for answers, thinking it's related to a time loop where Jak may have left answers in. In the tomb, they meet face to face with this mysterious figure who reveals himself to the gang, stating that Jak is the problem. We unknowingly allowed the Metalhead invasion to occur. We aided crew, Core and Errol in their efforts to destroy the world. We harness eco from the planet, which slowly destroyed it. And now that things are working out, thanks to Kira, the world is ultimately still facing a dim demise. All under the Precursor's aid. The Precursors are evil too, and you're no hero. The Future Jak tells him. Jak faces the future self, only to realize that it's a losing battle. Future Jak asks Jak to assist him in his mission to assassinate his younger self, and stop the time loop, and then protect the world. Jak ultimately refuses. After this, Future Jak sets loose an array of enemies, old and new, in an attempt to kill Jak and Daxter from the current timeline. He realizes this could be messy, but is willing to clean up the timeline later. In a Rick and Morty-esque finale, Jak has been killing other Jaks already, but realized the key to stopping the time loop is killing this Jak. Our Jak. In Act 1, Jak must face off against an array of old enemies including Core, Goal, and Maya, Errol, Crew, and Vega. Future Jak's logic here is to pair groups of enemies who all lost to Jak personally. In a Spider-Man PS4-esque sequence, Jak and Daxter must reface old enemies, but there are far too many to handle, and things get a bit out of control. The Freedom League are then sent to recon what each enemy is currently after in this specific time. Jak and Daxter are also on a set of classic platforming/driving and shooting missions to figure out the same thing. Together they figure out the intentions of two of these old enemies. Vega, pre-Precursor, wants to team up with the current day Vega and power-hungry and purchasable Cleaver for rule over both modern Haven City and Samos. And Errol wants to resurrect the Dark Maker invasion and also wants his status and glory back as the Crimson Guard commander. At one point he realizes he could probably resurrect current day Errol as a complete machine and blackmails Mint to help accomplish this goal. Suddenly the two old enemies become foe. There is a dwindling underlying theme of holding on to the past and resentment all throughout this first act and the entire first part of Jak IV. Even Future Jak is holding on to resentment he developed a long time ago, and is willing to enforce this much chaos in order to set things right and reshape the cosmos. Hey there, thanks for watching the video. If you stuck around to the end and you're seeing this now, thank you very much, I appreciate that quite a lot. This video took a little while to make, spent a while concepting it before recording it and whatnot. But sorry it was a bit on the shorter side. Life got in the way a little bit, I had to get it in by the deadline as well, so I will continually update this concept. I'm planning on putting up the next update somewhere around January next year. That'll be at least double the length of this one, about 14 minutes, probably more hopefully, but we'll have more content in there, and but if you want to discuss what was discussed in this video, have any questions or anything in that vein, feel free to comment below. I'll be happy to answer any questions and just discuss any points really. But if you enjoyed the video and you want to see more content from Nostalgia Gape, just press that subscribe button, hit the bell, press the like button. Plenty more content coming, like the Jak and Daxter Deathless runs. Also lots of unboxings and whatnot on the channel already. So yeah, if you want to stick around on Nostalgia Gape, you know where to be. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of Jak month. Hope it's going well. It sounds like a cool idea. I'm recording this obviously a bit before, November, but I'm sure I'm enjoying it too. Enjoy the rest of it and have a good day. Thanks for watching.